Hello and welcome to another episode of PC Classics. I'm your host, Rabara. When I did my Battle Beast review, it was suggested to me to review a better PC fighting game. And so here it is, One Must Fall 2097, developed by Diversions Entertainment and published by Epic MegaGames, the same company known for Unreal Tournament and Gears of War. Oh my god! Music so awesome! Must resist urge to headbang. Anyway, let's dive right in and see what this is all about. Oh my god! This is insane! I've seen hyper fighting, but this is ridiculous! Actually, I just left the CPU cycles for DOSBox at max from my arena review. That was silly me. I found a good setting for One Must Fall to be about 14,000. Immediately you'll notice that this game has robots in it. And after all, everything is better with robots. Barney? Yay! Hitler? Well, it worked for Wolfenstein. Yay! Battle Beast? Well, I don't know about this one. Yay! The story is pretty basic. The company World Aeronautics and Robotics, abbreviated WAR, is choosing someone for the position of representative of WAR to the newly colonized moon of Jupiter, Ganymede. 10 executives apply for the job, and so the company decides to have them duke it out in a robot tournament to see who is best. I like this story. It gives the fights a decent reason to take place without being too intrusive. And with the characters all having their own motivation for winning, multiple endings exist. So the first thing you have to do before fighting is picking your pilot. This is a mech-based fighting game, so you have a pilot that applies their stats to a certain mech's abilities. Look at her face! She's the antithesis of Chin-Chan. Anyway, the pilot system adds a really good bit of variation to an otherwise basic fighter. Not to mention, who doesn't want to wreck shop as something out of Robotech or Gundam? Upon getting into battle, you will realize that One Must Fall has a very good feel about it. Things actually happen when you push the correct buttons, rather than waiting an eternity for that damned kick to finally miss its target. Also, the game does a good job of working with a keyboard, but for those of you who are really into fighting games, a controller works very well. Unlike Battle Beast. The real reason I didn't use a controller in that review is that with the way the game is set up, a controller hurts your abilities more than it helps. The game also has a nice control scheme that is very much in the same mindset of a Capcom or SNK fighter. There is also a rudimentary combo system where certain moves flow better after one another. And if you can master the combo system, there are a lot of devastating things you can do to your enemy. But if you're like me, you'll just find Jaguar's Roundhouse or Flail's Spin of Doom, and stick with that until you win. The dialogue between the competitors before a fight is also hilarious. Check out the self-esteem on Chinzilla. You should have quit when you had the chance. I never quit. Well, with a face like that, what else could really get her down? I mean, really, I'm still not over the fact that her chin puts Jay Leno to shame. Don't they have cosmetic surgery in the future? I also like Raven's dissertation of a rebuttal here. I know many of your weaknesses. You can forfeit now, boy. You know nothing! I don't know why, but there's something scarily sexual about Shiro's statement there. Speaking of scarily sexual, the news reporter just seems like the kind of guy who offers you a lollipop to get in his van. his long, white, windowless van. But I do enjoy the pictures he presents and the descriptions. Oh man, that is raunchy. That is just horrible. I had no idea it was that lonely piloting a mech. Anyway, One Must Fall also has quite a few modes of play. One player, like most fighting games, fight your way through the ranks and then take on the main boss. And just so you know, the end boss in this game, like it is in every fighting game, is M. Bison. Only now he is controlling a giant fucking robot. You better watch out. Of course, he is officially Major Kryzak. But I mean, come on. We all know he's M. Bison. And a big robot. As far as fighting game bosses goes, he's pretty good. Difficult because his AI is actually intelligent on some level, unlike that moron Toadman from Battle Beast. My only real complaint is you start too close to him, so you really need to be mashing your controller just before the fight starts. Anyway, there's 2-player where you battle a friend, and tournament mode, which is really the most innovative mode that really takes advantage of the whole you're fighting as robots idea. And in this mode, you get to make a fighter. You give them a name, and then you have a choice between 4 portraits. Everyone in this mode starts off with the same mech, the Jaguar, but later on you can trade it in for another one. Then you pick the difficulty, and then you get to pick a tournament to join, and there's a few, but not too many. From here, you fight to earn money so that you can upgrade your robot, and then you can also train to upgrade your stats. Tournament mode really does a good job of making you feel like you are a robot battle athlete, fighting your way to success, and it feels great. This mode is also very strategic. Spend too much money in useless stuff like leg speed, such as me, and you will be guaranteed to lose no matter what. I thought it'd be a really great idea to be able to do the roundhouse kick as quickly as possible, but when the roundhouse kick doesn't really do any damage, it doesn't matter if you get it off. The first thing I noticed when playing this mode is fights last a lot longer, and as I spent more money in speed rather than power, they got longer and longer, till I was doomed. Overall, One Must Fall 2097 is a really fun fighting game, with excellent music, responsive controls, cheesy dialogue, and a good amount of gameplay options. Although, by far, the best part about this game is its credits. And let's go ahead and take a look at all of them. And I'll even list off all the names for you. I'm that nice. In charge of game design, programming, artwork, and animation, Rob Alam. In charge of game design, programming assistance, and sound effects, Ryan Alam. Sound system, Joshua Jensen, and musician, Kenny Chow. That's right, 2 brothers coded the entire game and did all the art. And then they brought in a musician and some guy to put all the sound together. Games like this are the reason the PC is truly a great platform. And if you haven't played this game, do it! That is what freeware is for. Anyway, this is Rabara, signing out.